Hello, hello. I'm audible. We'll start the session in another 4 minutes. Please be there. We'll start the session in another 4 minutes. Okay? Yes. Hi, guys. Hello and welcome to PyNet Labs. My name is Shadav and I am data science and data analytics mentor here at PyNet Labs. So today we are going to have an amazing session on data analytics. Okay. What we are going to see in this session. Before that, I just want to know your name and which background do you come from? So it will be easy for me to understand which background you guys are from. You can put it into chat box. Non non-tech. Okay, Rahul Das is non-tech. Okay, not an issue. We'll solve your issue. If you are not from technical background as well, you can pursue data analytics or you can learn data analytics, the amazing world of data. Okay. So without wasting any minute, let us start the session. Please let me know that my voice is audible. My screen is visible to you all. Okay. I just want a thumb or yes, it is visible or I am audible. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, good evening. As I said, my name is Shada. Today, we are going to see an amazing session on data analytics. So what will be the agenda of today's session? So, our agenda will be that understanding the demand of this data analytics. We'll understand the demand of data analytics, why it is into boom nowadays. Okay. And also, we'll see the roadmap. Okay, how to learn these data analytics, and also we'll show you that how PyNet Labs can help you pursue this data analytics. Okay, and we'll see a lot of real world applications. We'll see what are the tools required, what are the techniques required to learn this particular technology, and also we'll crack some of the things that if you're from non-tech or from tech, we'll understand all those things, what difficulty levels you are going to face, and all other things. Okay, so let me start the session. We'll see the first point of today's is that why this data analytics is in demand. Why it is in demand nowadays. Everyone might be seeing that this data analytics is in so demand, this data science is in so demand, this AI boom is coming on, and all other things. Everyone knows that. It's not a new thing, but why? Why it is happening? Why the tremendous amount of change is being there in this clinical background? So the first point is that because of data growth. What do you mean by data growth? See, when I see back before 2014, not that much of people were using internet that days, but now everyone has mobiles in their hands. Everyone are using all of the social medias. Everyone are generating messages. Everyone are generating data. What do you mean by that? If you're watching any single YouTube video or any single reel, that is nothing but you are generating a data. You are sending WhatsApp messages, you are sending whatever it might be, any click, any scroll in your internet is nothing but data generation. And imagine how many people are using this technology or using internet, how much data is being generated. Now, I have data, but there are less professions who can make sense of this data. We'll come on to that later. So the first thing is that 90% of the world's data has been created in the last 2 years. You know, the, at this point of time, whatever data I have, taking it as 100%, right? Whatever data right now I have 100%, 90% of that data is being generated from past 2 years. Imagine how much data is being generated. Okay. And companies need professions to make sense of it. Yes, this tremendous amount of data is being generated, and companies need people or need professions who can make sense of this data. Yes, so that is why there is a demand in data analytics. There is a demand in professions of data analytics. Okay. And another thing or another factor which is affecting the demand of this data analytics is because the AI and machine learning boom. Why? This data analytics is the foundation for AI driven solutions. You know, the basic concept of artificial intelligence is data and data analytics. So anyone who is very perfect in data analytics, the foundations are very good, is going to crack AI, is going to learn AI very, very fast. Okay, to learn AI, to build AI models, all those things, because of that particular boom, data analytics is in demand. That is another factor which is affecting this industry. And another factor which is affecting this industry is about business intelligence need. What do you mean by this? Every industry, in that matter, you can say, take from healthcare, your hospitals, your e-commerce in the sense electronic commerce like your Flipkart, Amazon, Meesho, all those things are e-commerce. They need driven strategies. I will give you an very interesting example. If you see Flipkart, I think now the which offers were going from 12th to 17th July. It was a goat deal offer. Something was going on. How do you think that they managed to keep on this particular date? They analyze the data, and whenever you order something from Flipkart or you search something from Flipkart, you get that particular recommendations of advertisement in your Instagram, in your Facebook, or whatever social media apps you are using. How do you think that this data is being shared? It is nothing but data analytics is into picture. They are analyzing your all the data. Here two things are benefited. You are also benefited. Why? Because you want to purchase that, and you are getting a dopamine that yes, I want to purchase it, I want to purchase it. Okay. And another thing is that companies are also getting benefited. Why? Because they are selling their product, they are getting their own profits. So this is how the companies work. Okay, regardless of any industry. In healthcare, if you say, they optimize the healthcare solutions. In big hospital chains, they have example Manipal hospitals or any other hospitals. If they use data analytics to optimize the hospital solutions. Okay, that is where business intelligence comes into picture. And to give intelligence to any business, we need data. Okay, so these are the main factors that are affecting this data analytics demand. Okay, so this is why data analytics is into demand. And let me show you a very beautiful graph where you can understand. Here I have this graph is been from the internet. There has been research done here. Here you can say I have x-axis and y-axis, taking this as my x-axis and taking this as my y-axis. In my x-axis, I have year from 2016 to 2030. So this is the x-axis, and in my y-axis, I have scale. In scale, I have written something 100, 50, 150. That is nothing but the unit of memory or the unit of data, like how we have megabytes, 1 MB, 1 GB, right? That is like way I have 1 zettabyte, and 1 zettabyte is equals to 1 trillion gigabytes. Okay, so imagine how much amount of data is this 50 gigabytes or 50 zettabytes, 100 zettabytes. Okay, so this is the graph whatever I have shown you. Now looking into the graph, I have a green color line and a blue color line. So here a green color line represents the data generation. Okay, before 2016, the data generation was very low, and the professions who analyze this data were very much, you can see it. Okay, as soon as the days goes and as soon as the technology enhance all those things, now in 2025 the data is more than the professions, and this is the gap where I and you and the students can fill, grab this opportunity to learn this very beautiful technology, and it is not very difficult. We'll come into that as well into the later. Okay, so this is the gap where we can fill, we can learn this technology, and it is very simple technology. Okay, here I can fill the gap of the professions who are in need of this data analytics. Okay, so this is what the factor here is there, or we can say global data generation and the demand for data analytics. Okay, so this is the fact. I just wanted to show you that how the graph is going. Okay, and also it is into demand, that this technology is into demand. Now, why it is a trending career? Through a trending career perspective, I saw, according to technical perspective, if I want to see it into a career perspective, everyone wants to make a good career, right? Everyone wants to make a good career. In this career, there is, you can say, if you are working as a data analyst, you can go as a data scientist. After data scientist, you can go to an AI engineer. After AI engineer, you can go to a Gen AI engineer. There is no downfall in this industry. Why? Because this is the trending industry. And as I said you that this is the foundation. This is the foundation of AI. All the AI foundation lies into data analytics. Okay. Why it is a trending career? I don't want to explain all those things. High salaries, job securities. This is the very beautiful point, that is job security. What do you mean by that? Businesses will always need data. professions. In short, means what? That businesses will never run out of time. Like today, if Microsoft is a $1 billion company, next year might be any another company, right? Companies will have to work on data. If data is there, we are there. In the sense, the professions who are working on data, that is my data analyst or any other, will come into that as well. And also, we have career growth. As I said, you that you can transition or you can transition your career into advanced roles like data scientists and AI engineers. That is what I just wanted to say. Then it is industry-wide demand. It is not only particularly dependent on tech field. It is into e-commerce, it is into healthcare, it is into transport, it is into government. Government are also using data analytics. We'll see the applications. You will be amazed by looking back. These are the applications around me which are powered by data analytics or which are powered by data. Okay. So this is what data analytics is a trending career. Why it is a trending. Now, let me just speak about the job market. Everyone wants to do a job, right? Why we are learning these technologies? Why? Because we want to have or land a good job, a good secure job. So, what is the analysis or what does the market says about this particular job? Here, the demand is very much that India has a shortage of skilled data professionals. Okay, point. I'm just pointing it out. Skilled data professions. Okay, skilled data professions. We have to be very skilled in particular technology, whatever we are learning. And one who is valued is only one who is good or actually fulfill the skill. Okay, so that is what India has a shortage of skilled professions, right? The data profession, as this country gives services to the companies, right? So that is what this technology is about. And hiring growth, it is to expected that about 30% of CRG, nothing but compound annual growth rate. 30% is going to be increasing, and you can expect anywhere between 5 to 8 for an entry level. And experience increases, your salary basis also will be increasing. Top recruiters are your Deloitte, TCS, Infosys, Accenture, Wipro, Amazon, Flipkart. Lot of companies and every company are using data analytics. Remember that. Okay. And this is only related to India. Global market is more bigger than that. Only in US, 11.5 million new jobs are being generated by 2026. That is next year. Okay. In Europe, 90% of the companies require data professions and all around the world. Okay. So this is nothing but a short to show you that what is the job market of this particular technology and why we have to learn. Yes, everyone, if anyone wants to learn this technology, they want all the market research, right? So that is just a market research. I just want to show you guys. Okay. If you guys have any doubt, you can put it into chat box. I'll answer. And at the end, don't worry, at the end, whatever questions you have, please write it down. At the end, we'll have a QA sessions. You can also clear the doubts at that time. What is the scope of this data analysis? Right now, I learn this technology, I land a job. What is the scope till 2013? I want to see a bigger picture, right? What is the scope? So data analytics will drive AI-powered decision makings. When once you start learning this data analytics, you will understand what is the importance of this data analytics and how AI is reliable on this data analytics. Why? Because see, AI or whatever AI model you use, like your Chat GPT or Perplexity, whatever it is, whatever you are using, those are built on top of data, right? And that data is being analyzed and then being used by my AI. Okay. So to make that data analyzed or clean or to AI model understandable, data analysts are very much important. And in further days or into further coming decade, data analytics will drive AI powered decision making. Okay. I think I'm clear that. And as I said you that big data and cloud growth generation, nothing but my data is being generated. So there is no dryness in this job market. Okay. We can also be a freelance. We can also work from a remote. It is not a field work. You need just a local machine and you can work from anywhere. Okay. What is the right path to learn this? What is the right path that I want to choose and I want to learn this? Okay. That data is the future. There is a quote being said that data is a new oil. You know, data is a new oil. When oil was newly discovered, what was the demand of that, right? So data is a new oil, and we'll see why we say data as a new oil into further part. And it is high paying and stable career with global opportunities, not only in India, everywhere. And we have opportunities to advance into AI and data science as well. Okay, so it's not only that I will be stuck into data analytics, or as a data analyst, you can learn far more further things, and you can transition your career into AI and data science. And every industry needs analyst. Every industry. That is what I said you, from healthcare to e-commerce, more into your finance, okay, into your banks, credit cards. Those people require more financial analysts. Okay. Now, coming to the very important point that you guys are waiting for. What is this data analytics? What do you mean by this? Okay. Can anyone just put it into a chat box? What do you mean by data analytics? Anyone? It will be good to hear that you have did some homework and come. Okay. Anyone, please, into the chat box. Okay. Not an issue. Analyzing data, yes, yes. Collection of data which can be analyzed. Yes, yes, okay. Yes, you guys have a certain idea of what it is. So we'll see what really is this. What is data analytics? By definition, we'll see later, but I just want to explain you. I said you that my data is a new oil, right? My data is new oil. Is it visible whatever I'm writing? Is it visible? Yes, whatever I'm writing. Taking important decisions by analyzing data for organization. Yes, Rahul, yes. Yes, yes, you are correct. Okay, Sunny Kumar, thank you. Okay. So I said to that data is my new oil. Why did I refer to as a new oil? Whenever you found a oil, sorry, whenever you find a crude oil, can you just put this crude oil into your scooter or into your bike or into your car and run? No, you can't. What you have to do, you have to send this to your refineries. You have to refine this oil into petroleum, gasoline, diesel, and all other things, and then only you can use this. So this crude oil is not usable, but the refined oil is usable. That is what my data is also. My raw data is not usable, but whenever I analyze it or whenever I process it, whatever comes, that is very useful. So let me just show you what is the definition of data analytics. Data analytics is a process. It's a step-by-step process. So data analytics is a process of examining raw data to find or extract some insights or trends and patterns in my data. Okay. So don't worry about this definition. I will give you a beautiful example so that you guys can relate to it. Take an example. You have, okay, taking an example of bank. Okay, this is very useful example, and I think everyone will relate that. If as a student I want a loan, okay, I want a credit. So what I'll do, I'll go to a bank or I'll open any credit application. There are a lot of applications nowadays. No need to go to bank. You can just put your details and you can get a loan, right? So what you will do, you will put the data. What the data is about. Your data is about name, your age, your income, okay, your income, and something is called as credit score. This is also being generated automatically. They will take all those sort of things will be collected by that application, and that application people will analyze that data, and they will come to know that should we give loan to this person or should we not. There are this many factors, not your name. Obviously, name doesn't come into that factor. Your age, your income, are you student or not? Are you salaried or not? All those things are into factors, and they will analyze something, and they have some. threshold things, and then they will say that yes, I have to give loan or not. So by definition, if I say definition of a data analytics is a process that involves examining raw data to extract some valuable insights and draw informed conclusion. What did I do? Here in the same example, I took this raw data, I analyzed, I found some valuable insights. What are those valuable insights? Your income, your credit score, based on what I will be giving you the loan. All these things are my, I can say, my valuable insights. After that, after analyzing what I do, I will give informed conclusion. I will make a conclusion that should I give a loan or should I not? This is my conclusion, right? So this is what data analytics is. It is a step-by-step process. Okay, and it is very much important. This definition you should know, because if anyone asks, you can say directly. No need to buy this. It's very simple. Okay, so this is what actually a data analytics example, a very basic definition and example is. I think everyone understood this, right? Could you please say me yes in the chat box so that you have understood? Yes, Suhana, data analytics is a process of analyzing raw data to gain insights and make better decisions. Yes, yes, good. Actually, pin to point answer. Yes. Okay. Yes, all clear. Ah, okay. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Now, yes. What are the importance? Why it is important to have data analytics? Why? Because I can make better decision making. Taking say same example of that bank. If I sit and I analyze, I can be biased. I can be biased that I don't want to give loan to this person. I don't want to give loan to this person. I can be biased, but data cannot be biased. It will give better decision. It is not looking into any biased decision. It will give pinpoint accurate decisions. So data driven, it reduces guesswork and improve decision accuracy. So that is why we use data analytics, and it is an importance of using. Another example is your customer insights. This is very beautiful point, importance. It helps businesses understand customer behavior and personalize offering. This is very, I'll give you an example. Whenever you use Flipkart, I guess everyone is using Flipkart or Amazon or any other e-commerce platform. Okay. Whenever you are using Flipkart, if you search for iPhone, yes, if you search for iPhone, Flipkart knows that iPhone doesn't provide charger or cable or earphones, all other things. Whenever I want to order only iPhone, it will suggest me that please put into your cart this and all those things, right? How does that application understands? Now you might be saying that no, it is actually correct. No, it is not like that. It will analyze millions of orders and then it will come to conclusion that okay, he also might be likely to order same charger or the same any other device. So this is nothing but data analytics is used to understand the customer behavior, the behavior of me that I want to order it, I want to put it into cart or not, and it gives me personalized offering. It gives me personalized offering as well. Another example is your Netflix or YouTube or Instagram. It gives you the type of content whichever you want, right? So that is what data analytics is very useful. Your Instagram, whatever you guys are around of are using data analytics, are using data science. And this technology will only be booming. Okay. And also risk management. This risk management comes whenever we are talking about finance. Yes. Whenever I want to give you a loan or not. It is a risk, right? If you are a defaulter of the loan, it is lost to my company. So that is what a risk management is. It is also an important aspects of data analytics. And it is important in decision making. Why? Because we are making decisions by data and it is a competitive advantage. What do you mean by this competitive advantage? See, taking an example of two organizations. One organization is using data analytics and one not. And you know what are the advantages of using data analytics, right? And it also enhanced customer experience. Like I said you the example, if they are only giving you personalized offering, next time you'll say that okay, these platforms looks after me like this, that whatever I am needed they are providing me. So it is the customer experience is enhanced. I will go to that same platform and order all those things, right? So that is what the importance of decision making is. Decision making. Keep this into mind that why we are analyzing data to make my decisions better. Sorry, where is my cursor? Okay. To make my decisions better, to make accurate decisions. That is why I'm using data analytics. Now, coming to my next point, something called as life cycle phases of data analytics. I said you it is a step-by-step process. So what is the life cycle? Like as a human, we also have a life cycle. Birth, school, college, getting married, having children's, work, retirement, and all the things you know. What is the life cycle phase of data analytics looks like? It looks like something like this. What are the steps? Data ingestion, data preparation, exploration, visualization, and data lifecycle management. Don't get worried. These are not the technical concepts. It's just an life cycle of how data analytics life cycle looks like. So the first is data ingestion. Whenever you want to analyze something, what do you need? The thing which you are going to analyze, right? If I want to refine my oil, what do you need? You need oil. So the first step is that data. I need data. So I will collect data from various resources. We'll see that into later part. And now that data is not into correct format. So I'll prepare that data. Okay. I'll go and do some preparation about that data. Then I will explore my data. I'll see what is my data about? What does my data says? I'll see all those things. After that, I know what are the techniques I have used, but not my manager or not my top level teammates. What I do, picture speaks more than words. Now, I was giving you the boring lectures, but whenever I showed you the graph, you related more better. Why? Because picture speaks more than words. So here, data visualization plays an important role on visualization. Whatever I have found through data, I will show it through visualization. And then data lifecycle management. I have to manage that lifecycle. This is only an overview of what I'm not going to into a deeper part of that will not understand. Why? Because our agenda of today's class is just to understand what this technology is about. Okay. And the next thing, what are the steps? I said you it's a process. So what are the steps? So these are the steps. Data collection, I will collect my data from various resources like servers, databases. It can be anything. I will collect my data from all those things. I will clean my data. What do you mean by cleaning? What do you mean by cleaning here? Can anyone say me? What do you mean by cleaning? Yes. Cleaning is nothing but, okay, someone. Okay. Yes. So what do you mean by cleaning? The data, whatever I have been collected, that data is not into a good manner. There might be some null values, in the sense some empty values. There might be some extra values. There might be some values which are not related to it. If I have an age column and there it is written 400, can you imagine anyone age can be 400? No, right? So those are some of the things that I have to mm, take care of. Why? Because if I didn't do that, my decision making will be wrong. This is very important step, and you can watch our video that there is another video of us, the real examples or the real challenges faced by data analysts. You can see that video as well. And then I will go and sorry, then I will go and analyze my data. I will go and find some trends, some patterns, all those things. I will go and explore my data. I will see which is the maximum. Examples, if you say, taking examples of sales data. Hmm? Imagine I own a company and I have did sales data into last financial year. I want to analyze my data. Okay. So what I'll do, if you are a data analyst, you will come to me. Yes, Shada, please give me data. I'll give you data. You will clean that data. You will start analyzing. What you will analyze? How much revenue has been made, how much sales has been made, how much units of particular products have been sold, which is the area where my product is being sold more, like Gurgaon or Delhi. It can be anything, right? So these are the things what data analytics is into. These are the things, whatever you will find. This is an example of an e-commerce or a commercial website. Okay. And then what I'll do as a data analyst, you guys, what you will do, I don't know about what the your technicalities terms are. So what you will do, you'll make some graph. You'll make a graph like this. Okay. You will make a graph like this. You can take here product name like mobile, laptop, earphones, and you can do your sales 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. So mobile sales is about 3 million. This is a graph. And laptop is about 1.5. And whatever this E is, it's about more than 3. So this is what a graph is, very understandable to me. And then according to all this, I will see my laptop sales are very low. Why it is? What I can do to make my laptop sales more? Is my advertisement getting very low? Is my price sections is more? I'll see all those factors and I'll make some decisions so that my laptop sales should be more. So this is nothing but what the steps of data analytics. I think it's very clear. Guys, have any doubts? Please let me know. Removing noise from the data, that is outliers, missing values. Yes, yes, yes. This is more technical, but yes, good. Data wrangling, removable of nulls and blanks. Yes. Remove duplicates. Remove duplicates. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. Very good. So these are the things. So these are the steps, whatever are there into my data analysis. Sorry. Now we have different types of data analytics. There is not only one type, there are different types. The types are descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. Very simple example. I want to give you that if you are sick, if you are sick, you go to a doctor, right? You go to a doctor. What doctor does, or whenever you go, what you say to the doctor? You say that, yeah, doctor, I'm not feeling well, I have fever, and all those things. You are describing whatever problem you have, right? You are describing whatever problem you have. That is nothing but descriptive. Same, if I have my sales data, relate to this, if I have my sales data, in descriptive analytics, what you will do, you will describe whatever data says, you will keep what is the revenue, what is the sales, and all other things. Okay, here decision making is not done. Here, just I am summarizing my data. I am explaining what are the problems or what my data is about. In doctor example, after that, sorry, after describing what happens, your doctor diagnosed you. If certain problem is seen, your doctor will diagnose you. Same here, if my laptop sales are low, I will go and diagnose why this laptop sales are low. That analysis is called diagnostic analysis. Okay, the problem finding analysis is called as diagnostic analysis. And then after you are diagnosed, your doctor will say that might be tomorrow you will be get vomiting or headache or all those things. He will say you that okay, it can happen, it might happen. Okay, he'll not say that accuracy. He'll say it might happen. The same thing we can predict here that our laptop sales can be low for again 1 month or it can be high. So this is what my predictive analytics is. What will happen in the future? Okay. And after everything, what doctor will say you, he will take or he will give you a prescription. Take these medicines for this particular disease because he has diagnosed what you have, right? So the same thing here, whatever I have diagnosed here in our example, my laptop says, according to that, the team managers or the business consultant will take decisions or will prescribe, or you as a data analyst, how can we make it happen? How can I make happen my laptop sale should go high? This is what my prescriptive analysis is. And a very fun part of this that I have kept this into a graph that is my complexity and value. Because whenever the complexity increases, the value of that particular type of data analytics also increases. You can see in this graph, okay? It just speaks more than words. Again, this is what these are some of the types of data analytics. Okay. Now, Coming to the application part, data analytics is used into various industries. As I said you, now here the first thing is your healthcare. In healthcare, how it is used, I can say that you have seen big international hospitals in India as well. AI and machine learning are, uh, you know, um, diagnosing whatever health issues you are having. An example, if you have headache, okay, or if you have a back pain, you take an what we call it as X-ray scan or MRI scan. But whenever your doctor sees, he might say that okay, there is not any issue, but you have that symptoms. Now, what is happening is that you will take that MRI, put it into my AI or my data, and as my AI is trained into millions of that type of MRI, it will identify a smaller pattern as well, which is not visible by my doctor, but visible by that machine or that computer. Sorry. So you can say that yes, you have that particular type of disease. So this is what this data is being used into healthcare. Okay. Next, my example is into finance. Your science, data science or data analytics is uncovering the trends for smarter investment. You guys can see, there is something called as algorithmic trading, all those things. Whenever you are investing into something future or mutual investment, what do you see? You see how the past performance was and how it can be. All these things are about data and about data analytics. Finance is one more application or one more industry where it is being used. Another example is infrastructure. How? If you are from Bangalore, as I'm from Bangalore, if you are from Bangalore, whenever you see the traffic lights or all those things, how this traffic is managed. Past days, there was a traffic man or a traffic police. He used to stand and change the signals. But now it's not like that. Everything is automated, right? All the data is being generated and it will analyze which signal has to be open fast, which has to be open slow, all those things. And it is important for government as well to plan smart cities. They will plan smart cities like this. Here the traffic is more, here the traffic is less. The road should go from here, the road should go from there. All those things are being used by this data. Okay, this is my another example of infrastructure. Your retail example is like Amazon, Flipkart, all those things. Example comes here. Okay, and my next example is government. How government uses your data. So government uses your tax data, your income data to put tax on you, right? Or to put a raid on you, all those things, and how much people are getting benefited from a particular scheme. If the government has introduced any scheme, how much people have been, benefited from that scheme. Whenever, the financial year is being ended, they will give all the demographics, all those things are being looked after by data analytics. And the last and the very trending is that sport analysis. In IPL, you guys have seen that if Virat Kohli and any other bowler, you guys can say, or Mahendra Singh Dhoni or any other bowler, they say that if this bowler put Yorker, there are chances that he will get out or leg side or all those things, right? The prediction, all those things. It's nothing but by data analysis. All those things, whatever they show you, the graphs and charts and demographics, is all about data analysis. All the things are analyzed. Okay. These are some of the examples what I just wanted to show you. Okay. Now, I think everyone has understood. Guys, have any doubts? If you guys have any doubts, put it into chat box. Okay. Yes. Now, yes, we got to know about all those things. What is data analytics? What this technology is about? How it is booming? All those things. But what is the roadmap to learn that? Okay. You can go and check into our website, PyNet Labs. We have a dedicated course for this as well. Now, if I want to learn, what are the tools and techniques I have to learn? As someone was from non-tech, I will take you into consideration and I will say the data analytics is a process, and you cannot say no to some of the certain technologies. Like if you are from non-tech, you will say, "Sir, I don't want to learn Python." It's okay if you don't want to learn Python. If you don't have to learn Python, there are various tools that you can learn. We'll see that. What are the tools? First tools, and very important tools like my programming languages like my R and Python. Why? Because these are very easy language. How I am speaking now, how you guys speak English, the same language my Python is, and it is a commonly used language, more flexible, more readable. Most of the libraries are there into this. You can play around with the data, you can do research, all those things. And Python are commonly used for statistical analysis. Okay, so there are some of the libraries and frameworks. In the sense, I can say type of whatever you want to do. If you want to learn this, you can learn NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn. These are the some of the libraries. And non-tech guys, don't worry, it is not something rocket science. It is very easy, but some of the names are very, confusing. Don't worry about that. I have NumPy and Pandas for data manipulation. Nothing but I want to manipulate my data. I want to play with my data. That is what my NumPy and Pandas are very useful. Another library is about Matplotlib and Seaborn. These libraries are used for data visualization, as I said you, to create some charts, to create some graphs, all those things. I will be using Matplotlib and Seaborn. Okay, and it is very very easy to use this libraries. There are much more libraries, but these are very basic libraries and very important libraries. And a very traditional tool now next comes, that is my Excel. This is a very excellent tool, Excel. Why? Because you guys don't think that this is a very old tool. No, it is not. It is being powered by now AI Copilot as well, Microsoft Copilot. So if I want to do basic data analysis, if I want to learn about the process, see, I will give you another example. If you want to learn a bike, you will not go and sit it into directly a bike. You will go from bicycle. You will learn bicycle, you will learn scooty, and then you will go for a bike, right? So in that, what you are learning about roads, infrastructure, and all those things. My Excel is my OG, you know, in the sense, if I want to learn about data analysis, the terms, the things, what is statistics, what are some of the mathematics used there, basic mathematics, mean, median, mode, all those things, if you want to know, have to learn Excel. Okay, in that Excel, basic data handling and quick analysis, I can do advanced data analytics as well into Excel, but there are some limitations. Okay, why? Because it cannot handle large amount of data. So that is what another limitation is. I'll be using lookup, pivot tables. These are some of the concept into my Excel. Don't worry, those are very easy as well. Power Pivot, VBAs, charts and visualizations. I can do charts and visualizations as well here. Okay, so these are the two common tools. And next is my statistics. See, whenever you have to do a process, you have to go through a theoretical part as well. Like if you want to refine an oil, there is something called as methods and tools. Using that method, you will use tools and analyze, right? That is the thing. So what are the measures which you will be using? Here my statistics comes into picture. Don't worry, you guys have learned this into a school, maybe 8th standard or 9th standard. What is that? Nothing but your mean, median, mode, average, minimum, maximum, sum, all those things, your basic mathematical functions comes into this. Then your all type of plots. Plots is nothing but my visualization. Your dot plot, your histograms, your box plots, scatter plots. There are a lot of types of charts used into data analysis. All those things we will be learning into the statistics. We will learn how to read a chart. We will learn how to read a chart. What does that particular chart says to us? What I can find into that chart? All those things are being learned into statistics. And once you are good into statistics, you are a good data analyst. You can use any tool and analyze any kind of data. Okay, if you are from non-tech, you're from tech, doesn't matter. Okay, and very powerful tool. And you guys can go and do research. What are the salaries packages of Power BI developers, Tableau developers, all those things. Another tool is that these are the dedicated tools for data visualization. Nothing but to create some charts and patterns, all those things. That is my very important tool or very famous tool, I can say, Power BI. This is, by Microsoft, and this is my Tableau. These are the two softwares or two application softwares where we can analyze my data. So in Tableau, drag and drop dashboards are there, and in Power BI, it's also a visualization tool. We can do end-to-end analysis as well from scratch till the end. We can do that as well. Or if you want to do only visualization part, you can do that as well. Okay, so these are the very powerful tool into this industry. And very important, that is my databases. Where the company's data is being stored. It is being stored into servers, it is being stored into databases. Database, any non-tech guy here, database is nothing like what I can say, your brain storage, wherever you store something. If you want to store your food, where you will store, into some vessel or all those things, that is where you are storing. If you want to store your data, we have something called as databases, where my data is stored. And now, as a data analyst, I want to communicate with that data. Nothing but I want to take that data again. Put if I want how much data, that much only I will take. To communicate with that particular database, if I want to communicate with that particular database, I want to learn what language is understood by my database. So that is nothing but my SQL language. Structured query language, SQL, you can call it as SQL and other things. There are these are some of the top things. MySQL, this by Microsoft, and PostgreSQL, and also MongoDB. MongoDB is little different from these two. We'll not go into technicalities more, but these are some of the tools you guys need to learn. I think I am very clear with this. Yes, it is. Is it possible to pull in Power BI or Tableau into my Python code to help with visualization? You can write Python script in your Power BI. Okay, you can write into Power BI, you can write into Excel as well. Now, these tools has been good into doing all those things end to end. We can do that as well. Okay, so anything else? So just a minute. Great, thanks. Thank you. So this was then overview. I think my agenda for what I've set for today's class is or today's session is very clear, right? Now, just a minute. Okay. Now, if you guys have any question answers, if you want to, yes, we are open. You can go and check our website, okay, and you can see the syllabus, the course provided, all those things, and you can see in the chat box we are starting our first our batch from 21st of July. Okay, so anyone having any doubts, can please put it into chat box. We are open, or I am open to solve your queries. No queries, guys. I think I'm clear. Could you guys please rate this session from 1 to 5? And 1 means poor and 5 means highest. So according to that, you guys can rate the class. And thank you so much for your valuable time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye bye, guys. Have a good day. What is NoSQL? See, uh, as I said, you database, right? So there are two types of data. One is my structured data, which is into rows and columns, like how I gave you example of bank, right? That is my structured data. If I have unstructured data like my, you know, images, all those things, that is my unstructured data. So I will store my unstructured data into a different type of data and structure into different types of. So that is NoSQL and SQL, I can say. It's a language itself, but the database differs. Thank you. When are you going to have another webinar? Our team will be in touch with you. They will update you all those things. Okay. Thank you. Any doubts? So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care. Good night.